SCP-4877 Object Class Euclid Special Containment Procedures. All individuals who demonstrate understanding of SCP-4877 are to be questioned. Once all possible information regarding SCP-4877 has been extracted, these individuals are to be amnesticized and released. Any pictures, videos, or other media depicting or describing SCP-4877 are to be removed by Foundation web crawlers. Should individuals who have been linked to SCP-4877 disappear for longer than 7 days, a duplicate body is to be prepared in order to fake the individual's death, under the cover story that they died after falling from a great height. Discovery: SCP-4877 was brought to the Foundation's attention following the posting of a video to YouTube which gained approximately 30,000 views in under an hour. At 00, black screen, centered caption, Flight Classes, Final Exam. At 04, boy stands at the edge of a cliff by the sea. Late teens, long black hair, slim frame. Several young men and women are on the edge of the camera frame, talking. More linger off screen. The wind flapping against the microphone drowns out all other sounds. 10 seconds in, a bald man in his mid-40s entered the frame. He wears a Hawaiian shirt and sweatpants. The man approaches and places his hands on the boy's shoulders. The two exchange words that are drowned out by the wind. 44 seconds in. The man smiles, pats the boy's back, and exits the frame. 1 minute and 8 seconds in. Camera pans over the edge of the cliff. Waves crash against the rocks that jut out of the water. Camera pans back to the boy. 1 minute 14 seconds in. The boy runs and jumps off of the cliff. 1 minute and 20 seconds in. The boy is impaled by the rocks. 1 minute 23 seconds in. Camera pans back to the audience gathered at the edge of the cliff. The audience applauds. Their expressions remain neutral. 1 minute 30 seconds in. Black screen, captions read, Join One Leap today. 1 minute 32 seconds in. Video ends. The video was taken down by YouTube soon after gaining popularity for violating its community guidelines. Initially, the video was not marked as anomalous, but due to the strange behavior demonstrated, a fledgling investigation was conducted by junior researcher Abigail Lynn. Lynn identified the location of the video to be the southern edge of the cliffs of Mournher in Ireland. After determining that the cliff is approximately 120 meters tall, Lynn noted that the fall from the video almost lasted a second longer than it should have. Addendum: SCP-4877-1. Following the formal designation of the phenomenon observed in the posted video as SCP-4877, researcher Lynn identified the boy as 17-year-old Aston Kusher. Agata Shivana confirmed that Kusher had indeed died during the incident. Additional details regarding the event shown in the video were not disclosed to law enforcement officials to guarantee they would not interfere in a Foundation investigation. Lynn identified the bald man who spoke to Kusher as Rainbow. After obtaining his address and contact information, researcher Lynn volunteered to interview Rainbow under the guise of a civilian speaking to learn about One Leap. Begin log. Lynn enters the coffee shop where she agreed to meet with Rainbow. He is seated at a table for two near the window, drinking out of a mug. Lynn stops next to the table. Hello, are you Rainbow? Lynn turns to face Rin, but appears to look past her. And you must be the one they call Catherine. Good Airwaves. Can I take a seat? Vibe out however you like, sitting, standing, jumping jacks. Just let yourself be comfortable. Good Airwaves. Lynn sits down. Rainbow does not make eye contact with her. So, I guess I saw that video that you guys posted a week ago and I got interested. But I'm still not totally sure what you do. There's no use in doing things. We're all about feeling things, like good airwaves. I'm not sure I follow. That's the sound of someone thinking with their head, instead of their eternal dialexine receptors. Rainbow takes a pen from his shirt pocket and uses it to scribble an address and a time on a napkin. When he finishes, Rainbow makes eye contact with Lynn for the first time. Leap before you look, my gal. Good airwaves. Rainbow stands up from the table and staggers out of the coffee shop. End log. Due to the lack of information gathered by the interview, lead project Dr. Teller decided that an investigation would be formed to infiltrate the One Leap group and gather information. Usual protocol dictates that field agents to be selected for extended fieldwork. However, researcher Lynn was chosen due to her expected presence by Rainbow. Addendum SCP-4877-2. The following is a series of field reports submitted by researcher Lynn during her investigation of One Leap. Report number 1. Date: April 13th, 2019. I just got back from the first meeting. I'll try to describe everything that happened, but a lot of it is from memory. I forgot to bring a notebook, or even a microphone. We met in this back room at a rundown community center. I think someone brought snacks? Honestly, it reminded me a lot of how my dad described his Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. Except everyone was quieter. I don't really remember exactly how many people there were. I think there was around 16, maybe closer to 20. I should have talked to them while I waited for Rainbow. He was late, but everyone acted like that was the norm. When the meeting started, we all sat around in a circle on the ground, except Rainbow, who used a folding chair. He started by reading something out with his little notebook he kept in his shirt pocket. I don't remember what he said. I was too nervous just trying to fit in. I didn't forget my alias though. Rainbow had all the new people stand up and introduce themselves to the group. I think they thought my stutter was from the nerves, rather than trying to remember the right name. I wasn't the only new girl though. Her first name was Olivia, but forgot her last name. I don't really know why I'm doing this. I mean, I know why, but I'm more cut out for the lab. I'll make sure that I'm more thorough with my next report. Sorry. Report number 2. April 18th, 2019. I took notes this time. I was too scared to wear the microphone in case one of the other members saw it, but I think the notes are thorough enough. There were 12 other people at the meeting. Most of them must have been in their 20s or 30s. But there were a few older folk. One woman must have been in her late 60s. Today we had a special lecture meeting. I sometimes heard the other members call Rainbow Professor R. They seemed to treat us like a night school, I guess. Instead of sitting in a circle like last time, we gathered on the ground in front of Rainbow and his folding chair. He talked for almost an hour, occasionally using his handheld whiteboard he brought along. The structure of the speech felt like a lecture, prepped with examples and cited reading, but it sounded more like a sermon. I was the only one taking notes. I didn't know if it was allowed or not. Either way, I didn't want to get yelled at if I was, so I sat in the back. I will include some notes from the lecture below, but I might have missed something. The internet, man. Stay off the internet. All the little blinky lights on screen are out to get you. You used to be able to tell what's real and what's got no soul behind it, but not anymore. All I get are bad airwaves, man. You can see the strings on the fakes out there. They're all tangled and looking for their lower selves. Don't want to get mixed up with vibes that tied down. Filters are just what people use in denial call lies. As an exercise for later, you can ask a stranger how often they experience amorphia. Afterwards, ask them the question again, just as an exercise. With the invention of Q-learning and exploration strategies, we see a 300% decrease in the denying radiation that chatbot AIs give off. Can anyone tell me why? As the Wright brothers once said in unison, the singularity will consume us before the century is out. They really should be given more credit for that quote. Bad airways, man. The sky is full of them. Now the air is polluted with mechanic signals and blue colors. All because the machines learned to fly before we did. Report number 3. Date: April 23rd, 2019. I didn't wear the microphone again. Every way I put it on, I swear it wasn't hidden well enough. I might just give up on it for now. It almost made me late today. This meeting was more of an open discussion. I didn't contribute. I hope that didn't make me look weird. Olivia didn't say anything either though, so I'm probably fine. I'll include in my memorial quotes at the end of the report again. At the end of the meeting though, Rainbow declared that we are going to the runway this weekend. Apparently Margaret, the 6-year-old woman, will be taking her final exam. She's going to the Rainbow's house before the exam and then meet up with the rest of us around 2 p.m. I don't know how I feel. She was obviously excited about it. I guess I'm going to watch either way. Also, after the meeting, I finally spoke to Olivia. I didn't ask her much, but I got her phone number. Maybe I'll try and do an interview with her soon. Hopefully before the weekend. It'd be too bad if, after seeing the final exam, she runs away and I never get a chance to talk to her. One day, I'll vibe out like a fish, man. Deep respect for fish. You think the fish that evolved first knew what they were doing? Maybe little voices in their head. All, I'm gonna go breathe air now, later my aquatic amigos. Majestical, objective, degenerate. Rudimentary and immortalized, having become functionless in the course of evolution. Birds are evidence that time does not move at 1 second per second for everyone. How else would they evolve so much faster than us? Report number 4, April 27th, 2019. I caught up with Olivia today. We got coffee and I managed to ask her a few questions, including her full name, which is Olivia Welsh. I even wore the microphone this time. I'll just include the transcript below for most of the relevant part. Begin transcript. Lynn, when are you planning to graduate? Welsh. Funny, you say that. I was supposed to graduate in 2 years, but I failed out of one of my courses, which sets me back in prereqs and stuff, so it's looking more like 3. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Don't worry about it. It's probably why I joined One Leap. I was, sort of in my wits' end with stuff. Usually these steps to success programs are all bullshit, but like, I don't know. Sometimes you just need to give the bullshit a try. Actually, how did you hear about One Leap? There were a bunch of posters all over campus. Ah, I see. Anyways, why did you join up? I just saw some promotional video on YouTube. It's taken down now. No, not how you heard about it. Why did you join? Oh, I guess I thought it would be good for me. You're more used to asking the questions and answering them, aren't you? Kind of. I'm a researcher, so I do a bit of both. It sounds to me like you're here to look for answers then. Excuse me? You know, answers. Personal answers. Answers to questions about Catherine. I'm, not sure what you mean. Oh, sorry, I'm starting to sound like Rainbow a bit, aren't I? Welsh laughs to herself. Yeah, just a bit. What did you order? Ice mocha. Why do you ask? I think they've got you drink. Oh, I'll be right back. End transcript. Report number 5, April 27th, 2019. When we got that first video, I watched it about 100 times, just to measure the exact moment the kid's body hit the rocks for my calculations. I thought I braced myself for seeing it in person. God, I can't believe how naive I am. We all met up at the cliffs, and waited around for a bit before Rainbow and the old woman arrived. No one really said anything. It was windy and cloudy. The veteran stood in complete silence by the cliffside, while Olivia, myself, and a few others paced around to keep warm. When Rainbow and the old woman arrived, everyone gathered at the cliff's edge. Olivia asked me a few times what was happening, but I just shrugged. Everything from there on played out like the video, except the old woman more hobbled than ran. Just watching her fall was so... it felt wrong. Not dreadful, but just wrong. She didn't scream as she fell, but it felt like it took forever. There's a good chance the woman fell for longer than the boy did in the video. Probably around 15 seconds, but it felt longer. After she hit the ground, Rainbow declared that she received a C in the course. That's when the applause started. I can't express how I felt about the applause. Even Olivia clapped. I mean, I did too. I guess there was something respectable about it. She went out on her own terms. That deserves some recognition, right? Report number 6. May 5th, 2019. Olivia came back this week. She didn't look fazed in the slightest, although no one acknowledged that we just watched an old woman die the other day. Maybe there's some sort of mimetic suppression. I don't think so though, because I can say for certain that I felt uneasy. And I don't know. Why would I be an exception? But Olivia looked like she felt, I don't know, more at ease? She spoke up more today than in the past. She looked happy. Anyways, strange behaviors aside, we spent today talking about bonds. All different kinds of bonds. And when I say we, I'm including myself for once. I don't know why I spoke up this time. Maybe I was paranoid that the others would notice something strange about me. I don't think so though, because what I said felt natural, like I wasn't forcing it at all. I think I'm overthinking this. Everyone vibing out right now? Good airwaves today. Good airwaves indeed. You know those things come from, right? Bonds. We'll grow a bond enough and you get waves. And that's why I do jumping jacks, my dude. Keep them bonds loose. You know, marriage used to mean something. Married people give off the best vibrations. Back before they had divorce. King Henry VIII ruined all that by himself. Can anyone here tell me the amount of dyslexin released when we split apart magnesium chloride? Yes, very good, Olivia. 4.32 moles. That's part of why we're all here, you know. One leap attracts our idea of bond, brothers and sisters. That's why you're all here. Wiggle on, my dudes. Good airwaves. Report number 7. May 7th, 2019. I got in touch with Olivia again, just to have another one-on-one chat. I wanted to know why she seemed so calm. I've seen some terrible things in my time at the Foundation, so I've chalked up some numbness to that. But I couldn't seem to explain Olivia. The interview didn't give me a concrete answer, but... well, you'll see the transcript. Begin transcript. Walsh. Are these coffees gonna become a weekly thing? Cause I wouldn't be against that. Lynn. I mean, they can be. I wouldn't be against it. But I don't know why you'd want that. I don't know. You're just interesting to talk to. Oh, thanks. Anyways, you had something you wanted to talk about? I wanted to talk to you about the exam we saw a while ago. What about it? You watched a woman throw herself off a cliff, yet you still come back to the same people who told her to do it. Why? I mean, you came back as well. It's probably for the same reason. I'm not sure you know why I'm here. In that case, I think I'm just curious. Curious. Like, after we all went home, I was feeling all kinds of things. I was scared, confused, and a bunch of other emotions that are hard to put into words. I skipped class on Monday to deal with them. I and I don't know what it was, but there was something that just clicked for me. All the talk about vibes and airwaves, it made sense. Not like in any way that I can describe. It just it just fits like a puzzle. A puzzle? Yeah. And now I want to see what my puzzle looks like. What's the picture? I've been so close to the pieces I need to take a step back. Well, it's a big puzzle. I think I'm gonna need a bird's eye view. I'm not sure I follow. I want to fly. But what if you fall? I won't. I see. Are you okay? You seem a little spaced out. I'm fine. I think I forgot to do something back at my apartment though. I have to go. Sorry. No problem. We can talk more next week. Right. Of course. Next week. See you later. Good Airwaves. End transcript. Report number 8, May 9th, 2019. Today, Rainbow announced that Olivia will be graduating early. Due to her excellent performance the past few days, she's taking the final exam this weekend. I know I shouldn't do anything, and I'm not, but like, I don't know. She looks so happy. She knows that she's going to jump to her death though. Or, I don't know anymore. Maybe she flies. I hope she flies. Her life's been too short to end on the rocks at the bottom of a cliff. So much for those weekly coffees. Have you ever seen one of those street musicians? Good airwaves, those guys. I used to do card tricks. My parents said I was pretty good. Sleight of hand though. Something about sleight of hand always gets me. Shit disappears right before your eyes. No screens or anything. Just right there. Studies have shown that the Euclid measurements after being shown a magic trick is higher than after witnessing a true miracle. I should have been a magic man, but you're not really living if you don't have regrets. They're doing God's work, those street musicians. God's work. I bet the big man could do a mean coin routine. Report number 9. May 11th, 2019. She flew. I'm gonna try and list in as much detail as possible everything that happened, in case any of it contributes to triggering the phenomenon. Olivia arrived with Rainbow wearing jeans and a white t-shirt. Everyone gathered around the cliff edge as she was going to jump off, just like last time. Olivia didn't act very different. The others all seemed excited and a little jumpy, but she was much calmer. Olivia lined up and took her mark. Rainbow began to chant one leap over and over. Everyone, myself included, joined in. Olivia closed her eyes. Olivia jumped off the cliff. She didn't even fall, she simply went up. Everyone standing back clapped. Rainbow declared that Olivia passed with an A+ grade. I don't know where she is now. I have this feeling she's gonna be okay though. I'm kind of happy for her. Now that I think about this a little more, I felt a certain updraft when she jumped. I wonder if those were the good airwaves that Rainbow talks about. Addendum SCP-4877-3. Following Report 9, researchers Lynn's mission was considered completed and Lynn was ordered to return to her post at Site-24. After 24 hours without confirmation from Lynn about her return, MTF Itoa-10, damn feds, were deployed to Dublin to recover researcher Lynn. The apartment that was rented for the mission was found unoccupied, with Lynn's belongings inside. The following materials were recovered from researcher Lynn's computer. Forward. The following file was titled rainbow_interview_2.mp3. It appeared to be recorded on researcher Lynn's smartphone. Begin transcript. Background conversation can be heard, indicating that this was recorded in a public location. Lynn: sorry to bother you. I'm sure you're busy. Rainbow: no worries, my gal. All good vibes today. I just wanted to know, why did you let Olivia graduate early? Feeling jumpy? No, I don't want to rush it. I'm just curious. There's what you're looking for. I'm not sure I understand. Olivia was a smart gal. Caught on quick. Good airwaves. So there was something special about her? Special? Who really is special? I don't think she's any more special than you are. Are you saying I could graduate? I don't know. I just skipped the grades. Do you think you can graduate? I think I understand now. Thank you so much. Leap before you look, my gal. Good airwaves. End transcript. Forward. The following file was titled 01103_stream_v0491.mp4, which is the same naming convention as used by videos streamed from Foundation distributed field cameras. Researcher Lynn had been provided with one such camera for the purpose of her mission. Begin transcript. Video shows the edge of a cliff. There appears to be no one else around. The sky is dark. However, cloud covers obscure the sky. Lynn: okay, so I think I figured it out. And I'm going to see what's up there. It's part of my job, and I just know I can do it. It's hard to explain. I don't know where I got the conviction from all of a sudden, but I know it's there now. I don't want to slip away from me. Lynn takes a deep breath and prepares to run towards the edge. One leap, one leap, one leap. Lynn runs towards the cliff. Lynn runs towards the cliff edge and jumps. She begins floating upwards. One leap, one leap, one leap. Lynn's body flattens out. She spreads her arms. Her laughter can be heard all over the sound of wind against the microphone. After 3 minutes, Lynn enters a cloud. Can I open my eyes now? Estimates of Lynn's speed predict that she could have left the cloud cover by this point. However, the fog continues. A light can be seen up ahead. I can feel the updraft pushing me somewhere. I think I'm flying. I don't want to look. Lynn nears the light. A silhouette can be seen against the light, but its features cannot be distinguished. Walsh: Catherine, is that you? Olivia? I'm sorry, I can't tell what to wear. I haven't opened my eyes yet. It's okay. No need to apologize. Good airwaves. Good airwaves. The figure extends its hand. Reach out and grab my hand. I'll pull you up. Got it. Lynn reaches out her hand towards the figure. The figure grabs on and appears to pull Lynn so they are facing each other. Due to the light behind the figure, no features can be distinguished. Your hands feel cold. Are you okay? I'm vibing out. Looks like you found your wings. Yeah, I have. I'm still having a hard time wrapping my head around it all. Well, you're here now, my gal. Lynn releases the figure's hand. They both hover in the air. You're doing that thing where you sound like Rainbow again. Oh right, I guess he's just rubbed off on me. I have so much I want to say. I can't believe you're here as well. I was worried it'd just be me in the clouds. Well, this is the way it turned out. It's almost like a dream. I never want to wake up. I can even follow through with our weekly coffees. Coffees? Yeah, we said we were going to try and meet up once a week to just talk. Oh right, sorry, it just slipped my mind. You're Olivia, right? Do you not believe me? Lynn opens up her eyes. You don't look like Olivia. End transcript. Researcher Lynn's body was found impaled upon the rocks at the bottom of the cliff among her. Attempts to locate Rainbow or any other members mentioned in Lynn's previous reports have been unsuccessful. Containment of all individuals associated with One Leap is considered a level 4 priority.